Netanyahu himself and other Israeli leaders, although he's been at the helm for much of the last 3 decades, have, during an awfully long period, told us Iran is at the precipice of becoming a nuclear power. By the way, we should always remind ourselves Israel is the only nuclear-armed state in the region. But they've been telling us it's imminent, we have to act now. And they've been trying to pull successive American presidents into that war, to launch such a military campaign. They've never succeeded. You have had American presidents across the decades from whichever party has been in power who have created an extremely indulgent, permissive environment for Israel in the region, and in particular when it comes to Israel's consistent war crimes against the Palestinians. What you have not had is a president who could be led into this kind of a military operation, and we're seeing right now, in almost the last month of this war, precisely why. But this president is made of different stuff, less serious stuff, apparently, and Netanyahu saw his opportunity. But the reason, I think, why this was of such significance for Netanyahu is we are in a new era. It's not an era of a Pax Americana with, alongside all that indulgence of Israel, there were still certain brake mechanisms. This time, Israel sees us in an era of what I would call a Pax Greater Israel. This is about how far Israel can extend its dominion, how much of a hard power, dominant hegemon it can be in the region, seizing parts of Syria or of Lebanon, trying to finish an eradicationist approach to the Palestinians, and crucially, to do that, you have to weaken Iran militarily to remove some kind of deterrent. You can only do that with the US, so you need to pull the US into this war. If that means further accelerating American decline and even accelerating Israel's loss of support in America, then it's a price to pay. It's kind of use it or lose it, because those things are happening anyway. In saying all of this, I don't want to suggest that America has no agency in this. There are things to do with the Trump administration, the neocons, the people who still have positions of influence in the US that have brought them into this. But that's what Netanyahu is trying to achieve greater Israel, domination in the region, including the weakening of the Gulf, which is intentional, at the expense of America bleeding further reputational, political, economic assets in this war.